before we begin, if you want to see music bios or more good videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Also, I've started a Patreon account. On here you get more copyrighted material and they'll be uploaded 48 hours prior to YouTube. If you want to support or visit, link is in the description. And without further ado, on to our feature presentation. Welcome back, everyone. Today, I want to do my 2025 BET Awards predictions. Now, every time I do a BET Award prediction video, it signifies another year of me doing YouTube. As this go round, I'm entering year number 4. However, this one feels different, and I think it boils down to the date of the ceremony. Normally, the BET Awards are held on the last Sunday of June, but for some reason, this was pushed up towards the beginning of June. Originally set for June 8th, but that's the Tony Awards that I will not be doing predictions for because I'm not into Broadway. But for the first time since 2009 or 2008, BET Awards will not be held on a Sunday, as this one's going to be a Monday night award show. And I'm not opposed to this, but I'm still baffled on why is this show earlier than usual. But anyway, this year's theme is honoring 106 in Park, as it's been 25 years since the show's debut. And yes, I'm fully aware of a rumored revival of the show. And just surprisingly, only for the second time, Kevin Hart will be hosting the show. Now, as for the nominees, well, let's take a look. And we're going to start off with Best Female R&B Pop Artist. Nominees are Ari Lennox, Ira Starr, Coco Jones, Kehlani, Money Long, Summer Walker, SZA, and Victoria Monet. And let me just say, Tinashe once again got snubbed. I don't know if Nasty got caught in between years or something, but come on, you could at least give Tinashe some love. But when I look at this, also notice there's no Beyonce here. I guess they kind of phased out Beyonce being nominated in this category. But as for the winners, I think this one's runaway favorite. SZA should easily take this award. I don't think it's going to be close. And this will probably be either 3 years in a row or 4 years in a row of her winning it. I kind of lost count there. And moving on with the Best Male R&B Pop Artist, nominees are Bruno Mars, Chris Brown, Drake, Friday, Leon Thomas, Teddy Swims, The Weeknd, and Usher. And these names are very, very interesting, to say the least. And honestly, let me say this, I have been slowly impressed with the males this go round compared to last year. Even though I'm kind of baffled on why Bruno Mars is here, I actually understand why Teddy Swims is here, because he has a collaboration that's nominated later on that's very R&B infused. We'll talk about that in a bit. But Bruno Mars being nominated, is it off the strength of, I mean, he hasn't had a lead artist song in about years now. He's basically here based on collaborations and stuff. But anyway, for the winners, I'm torn between Chris Brown and The Weeknd here. And here's the thing. When I normally predict The Weeknd at the BET Awards, he always loses to Chris Brown. And the one year I went with the one year I went with Chris Brown, The Weeknd wound up winning. So yeah, this is a toss up, but I'm gonna give this one to The Weeknd, which means Chris Brown's probably gonna win. And the reason why I'm choosing The Weeknd because Hurry Up Tomorrow, although it's not the best Weeknd album, I mean it still did well numbers wise. Timeless was one of the biggest songs of this year, and also it didn't. Oh yeah, my decision did not have anything to do with what happened to Chris Brown in the past week. Best Female Hip Hop Artist. Man, we got 9 names here. Nominees are Cardi B, doechii, Doja Cat, Glorilla, Lotto, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Rap City, and Sexy Red. And I'm gonna start my first observation. I'm happy Rap City is getting some love, but I think that love had something to do with her winning a Grammy for Best Melodic Performance with Erykah Badu, also receiving a nomination for Best Rap Song. Two, I don't understand why Doja Cat's here. Did she put out anything major this past week, this past year, other than that forgettable Jack Harlow collab, a, a decent yet still forgettable Lisa collab? But Doja Cat, I mean, I know she got some stuff in the lab that's gonna come out probably later this year, but I think she shouldn't have been nominated this year. They should have stuck it with 8. And third observation, Nicki Minaj. Given that how she had a bad 2024, dissing Megan, her Pink Friday album, did while it was good with the barbs, it didn't go well with the public. And in that case, I should throw in Cardi B as well, but at least she had enough that just gave her enough to get her nominated, I guess. But yeah, on to the winners. I'm torn between 2, maybe 3 names. And those 3 names are doechii, Glorilla, and Megan Thee Stallion. And if I think BET way, I'm going to go with the slightest of edges towards doechii. And why I'm choosing doechii? Because she won Best Rap Album, becoming the 3rd woman to win that category behind Lauryn Hill and Cardi B. And I know how much BET loves to coincide the Grammys with their own award show. If they see you win a Grammy, they're going to likely give you a win. Now on to the fellas. Nominees are Big X the Plug, Boss Man D-Lo, Burna Boy, Drake, Future, Kendrick Lamar, Key Glock, Lil Wayne, Tyler the Creator. And this one's very easy. It's Kendrick. It's gonna be Kendrick. It better not go to anyone else other than Kendrick. And if Kendrick doesn't win, there's gonna be a full-fledged riot at the BET Awards. Best Group. Nominees are 41, Common and Pete Rock, Party Next Door and Drake, Flo, Future and Metro Boomin, Jacquees and Dej Loaf, Larry June, 2 Chainz and The Alchemist, and Maverick City Music. And this category depresses me because there's only 3 actual groups in this category. The rest are just collaborators at best. And I will say, I have seen some R&B groups out there that's not getting the public love, and they have promise. I'm not going to mention their names, but there are R&B groups out there that could have filled in some of these voids. But nope, it's basically a music industry thing. And if it was based on an actual group, I would have easily given this to Flo, which BT have snubbed them back-to-back years. But this time, I don't think they're going to win anyway. Because what Future and Metro did, disrupting the stratosphere of hip hop with their album We Don't Trust You, they should easily take this award. Moving on to Best Collaboration. Nominees are SZA featuring Kendrick Lamar for 30 for 30, doechii featuring JT for Alter Ego, Teddy Swims featuring Giveon for Are You Even Real, D-Bills featuring Kyle Rich, Kai Swerve, and KJ Swerve for Beckham, Lil Wayne featuring Wheezy and Young Thug for Bless, Future and Metro Boomin featuring Kendrick Lamar for Like That, Kendrick Lamar and SZA for Luther, Tyler the Creator featuring Glorilla, Lil Wayne, and Sexy Red for Sticky, and The Weeknd featuring Playboy Cardi for Timeless. And I don't oppose any of the songs here represented. But for winner wise, part of me thinking that BET is going to give it to Sticky. And that means Sexy Red's going to win an award. And I do not like that, not one bit. But I'm actually going to go with Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Because as of the making of this video, this song is still #1 in the country. In pop, rap, and R&B. It's going to run away and win Best Melodic Performance at the Grammys next year. And it's probably going to be in contention as one of the best songs and record of the year for next year. So I'm going to go with Luther. I'm not going to say it's an easy win, but if it's not Luther, it's probably going to go to the either Like That or the 30 for 30. Right now, Kendrick has a 1/3 chance of winning this category. Okay, Best Actress nominees are Andra Day, Angela Bassett, Coco Jones, Cynthia Erivo, Keke Palmer, Kerry Washington, Quinta Brunson, Viola Davis, and Zendaya. And I'm gonna go through the the acting categories and the sports categories pretty quickly. And based on what Wicked done this year, and the fact that Cynthia Erivo has been on a fast rise, I'm gonna go to Cynthia Erivo in this one. And if you don't know, she is hosting the Tony Awards. Again, an award show that I'm not doing predictions for. And I think she has an album coming out pretty soon, if not out already. So yeah, I'm going to easily go with Cynthia Erivo. She shouldn't have a problem winning this. And for Best Actor, we have Aaron Pierre, Damson Idris, Anthony Mackie, Coleman Domingo, Denzel Washington, Jamie Foxx, Joey Badass, Kevin Hart, Sterling K. Brown, and Will Smith. And okay, this one is actually a little harder to predict. Because I know they could go in any direction with this one. But Coleman Domingo did get nominated for the Academy Awards for Best Actor for his role on Sing Sing. So I guess he wins. But then again, they could wind up giving it to Denzel because, well, he's Denzel. Best Movie nominees are Bad Boys, Ride or Die, Beverly Hills Cops, Axel F, Luther, Never Too Much, Mufasa the Lion King, The Piano Lesson, One of Them Days, Rebel Ridge, and The Six Triple A. And I think I've seen about 5 of these. I don't think I've seen Beverly Hills Cops. That's not my thing. The Piano Lesson, and I have not seen Rebel Ridge. Also, I have not seen 6888 yet, but I heard it's pretty good. And I'm actually kind of surprised Wicked itself did not get nominated, even though it's not a true BET movie, but whatever. Well, if I had to base it on what I saw, I would pick One of Them Days, which was the Keke Palmer and SZA movie that I was actually lukewarm on first watch. I need to see it again, and I might have that way I can have a better appreciation for it. I don't know. This is another category that could go in any direction. I don't think Mufasa is gonna win it, because while that's better than Lion King, it's not by much. And Luther's Never Too Much, amazing documentary, but I don't think that's gonna win. I don't think Bad Boy Ride or Die is gonna win. I'm just gonna go with the 6888 in this one. Again, I have not seen that movie, but I see black women. I see them in the lead. I gotta go with I gotta go with what they think. Sportswoman of the Year nominees are Aja Wilson, Angel Reese, Clarissa Shields, Coco Gauff, Dawn Staley, Flau'jae Johnson, Juju Watkins, Shakari Richardson, and Simone Biles. Before I make my prediction, I hope Juju Watkins' rehab and recovery is going well and safe. Wish her nothing but the best there. And thanks to the Olympics, this prediction is very easy. Best gymnast of all time, Simone Biles. She should win this. And let me also mention This is the first year that coaches get represented for this category in the next one. And on that note, Sportsman of the Year nominees are Aaron Judge, Anthony Edwards, Deion Sanders, Jalen Hurts, Jason Tatum, him, Saquon Barkley, and Steph Curry. Why did I call him Stephen Curry for? And while Deion Sanders is nominated for the coach part of this category, come on now. It's going to go to Jalen Hurts. Black women love Jalen Hurts. He just won a Super Bowl. He won the Super Bowl MVP. What more can I say? And if you know me, he would definitely not be my pick because I can't stand the Philadelphia Eagles. They're the team I like the least in the NFL. I would have easily picked Tatum because he won the NBA Finals. But I gotta go with what black women like. Jalen Hurts. For the third year in a row. Best International Act. And I might butcher some of his names, so apologies in advance. Nominees are Annie Gabrielli from Brazil, Ayra Starr from Nigeria, Baski from the UK, Black Sheriff from Ghana, the Ezra Collective from the UK, Joe Douay from France, MC Louiana from Brazil, Rema from Nigeria, SDM from France, Tyla from South Africa, and Uncle Waffles from South Africa. And you're probably wondering why Baski doesn't have a picture for him. It's because I actually had a hard time finding what this guy looks like. So I'm leaving him blank for now. But as for International Act winner, I think this one's another cut and dry category. I'm going to go with Tyla winning for the second year in a row because, again, Push to Start, which somehow got snubbed this year, was a decent little R&B Afrobeat song. And Tyla is still pretty solid, pretty good, how can I say this? She's still doing good in what she's doing in the world. I'll leave it at that. And now I got the BET Her Award. Nominees the award for black women. Nominees are Mary J. Blige for Beautiful Together, Beyonce featuring Tanner Adele, Brittany Spencer, Tiara Kennedy, and Raina Roberts for their cover of Blackbird, doechii for Bloom, Tems for Burning, Cynthia Erivo featuring Ariana Grande for Defying Gravity, Summer Walker for Heart of a Woman, Tems, Hold On, and Flo featuring Glorilla, In My Bag. And I think they bungled this category yet again. Because I don't see a single SZA song. I want to say they chalked most of these songs are basically album cuts on everyone's different albums. I don't know what the BT Her category is anymore, honestly. I say it's an award made for black women. Is it R&B contemporary? Is it... I don't know. It just leaves me confused. But if I had to pick a winner, I basically know maybe three of these songs. Well, four of these songs. I know Blackbird, I know Defying Gravity, I know Heart of a Woman, and I know In My Bag, which that song has a bit of promise. But as for winners, I'm just going to go with the cover of Blackbird by Beyonce and her crew. Because it was one of my favorites on that album. If I remember reviewing it, I remember it being one of my favorites. And the rest of the songs just is not enough for me. So let's just move on.
Flashback.
Best New Artist nominees are 41, Four Bats, Ayra Starr, Bossman D-Lo, Friday, October London, Sexy Red, and Tyla. Best New Artist nominees are 41, Ayra Starr, Big F the Plug, Bossman D-Lo, D-Bills, Leon Thomas, October London, Shabuzi, Teddy Swims. And you're probably wondering what the pause in the video why I paused the video at this point. Because BET was super duper lazy with this category. They literally had 4 people who were nominated last year, nominated again this year. And my golden rule for Best New Artist is, if you get nominated once, you're not going to get nominated again. That's my golden rule when it comes to award shows and Best New Artist. But nope, this is the second time this happened. If you don't remember, back in 2022, Lotto saw back-to-back wins. She lost in 2021, and then she turned around and won it in 2022 because she became a little bigger artist. But outside of that, the 4 names that I've mentioned who was nominated last year and this year, 41, Era, Bossman, and October London, I don't think none of them are going to win. I think this is going to be a toss-up between Big X and Leon Thomas. Because both of these men are having pretty good 2025s. Big X, he scored his first top 10 single this year with All the Way Above Bailey Zimmerman. And Leon Thomas, Mutt is taking over R&B radio. So for me, yeah, this is a toss-up. I think this is another toss-up category. But I'm going to give a very slight edge over Leon Thomas. Now I know he's technically not new. He's been putting out music for as long as ever since he was Tyrone on the Backyardigans. But this is like his breakout record. Y'all know he's been behind the scenes. He's already won a Grammy for Best R&B Song with Snooze. He wrote that with SZA. And I know he's going to be a Grammy darling next year when that time comes. And not only the fact that he's performing at this year's BET Award show kind of seals it for me. But it's either going to go to him or Big X to plug. I'll leave it at that. Album of the Year. Nominees are Party Next Door and Drake for Some Sexy Songs for You, Chris Brown for the 1111 Deluxe, doechii for Alligator Bites Never Heal, Beyonce Cowboy Carter, Glorilla Gloria, Kendrick Lamar GNX, The Weeknd Hurry Up Tomorrow, and Future and Metro Boomin We Don't Trust You. And let me say, this category is stacked with albums. We see 3 albums that have won Grammys in this past award show season. I see 1 album that's probably going to win big next year, and I see 1 album that, even though it lost this Grammy award, it still got represented. So with that being said, I can see this one going any direction. But come on now, I think Cowboy Carter got this on lock, as this was Beyonce's first album of the year win at the Grammys, even if she might have had to pull some strings with that. But it is a significant record. Changed the face for black people in country. What more can I say? Although GNX should deserve a bit of honorable mention in this category. Viewers' Choice Awards nominees are Chris Brown Residuals, Denial is a River by doechii, Drake Nokia, Future and Metro Boomin featuring Kendrick Lamar Like That, Glorilla TGIF, Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us, and Lotto Brokey. And with this one, this is the fan voted award, but I don't know where you could vote for Viewers' Choice. If someone could provide a link for me in the description, that would be very grateful. But if I got it based on the fan votes, come on. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. It's Not Like Us. I think I'm very confident that Not Like Us is going to get the fan votes with this one. I think this is going to win. The voting should not be close. And last but not least, the last category I'm doing is Video of the Year. We have Key Glock for 3 a.m. in Tokyo, Shabuzi, A Bar Song Tipsy, that's not a video, it's a visualizer, Kalani, After Hours, doechii for Denial is a River, Drake, Family Matters, Kendrick just opened his mouth, song will get him a Grammy right now, Kendrick Lamar for Not Like Us, The Weeknd featuring Playboy Cardi for Timeless, and Future Metro Boomin featuring Travis Scott and Playboy Cardi for Type-ish. And this one's another cut and dry award. Do I even have to say who's going to win? It won Best Music Video at the Grammys. That's all that needs to be explained. And that's going to end my BET prediction video. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. Tell me who do you think is going to win at this year's BET Awards. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.